I try to connect with people through my music. That's why I like making music, because it's not only me speaking about my personal experiences, but somebody else can hear that and, relate to that. Like I do that with so many people that I listen to. That's what music is. It speaks for you when you can't.
That was deep. Welcome to Ella on the Rise. This is all about people who are chasing their dreams. And today I'm with a really talented singer from Long Island. Please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I am Calliope. I am 21 years old. I'm in the Port Chef area, and I am a singer and songwriter.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, doing a little get ready with me interview, makeup chat. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem at all. One thing I noticed about you is you're a really hardworking musician, and I see you posting on social media all the time. You're booking shows all the time, and being an artist is not easy.
Absolutely. Especially during, this time, the pandemic hit, it's hard to put yourself out there. It's hard to get people to come out to your shows. So you really, the grind is 10 times as more now.
Yeah, for everyone. The world is just harder.
Yeah.
But what do you like the most about being a local artist, and what do you not like?
I like the intimacy. We have a big scene in Long Island, but all the little bars that I play at, I don't have, I'm not selling out shows. I don't have big crowds, but I have just enough people to really get them in there and like connect with them. So that's what I like about, being in the small areas. What I don't like is, I wish more heads, were around and, everyone was coming out but I am grateful for whoever is in my corner and that is with me.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like the scene before the pandemic, at least the scene would like fluctuate and it would be really good and then not great, and then it would grow again. But like you said, with this virus thing, it just made shit really hard. And
yeah,
I'm rooting for all the artists out there because it is really hard nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
Being an artist nowadays, you have to be on social media to get yourself out there.
Yeah.
Do you have people messaging you that want to collaborate on music?
Oh yeah, all the time. I have, so much stuff under works. And recently, I tried to get into TikTok and that wasn't, working out for me. So, you try new methods. So I started getting into Twitter more, and the music community in Twitter is huge, especially with producers and just so many different artists. So, that's where I make a lot of my connections with other artists because everyone's just popping out over there. So
that's really good. I'm glad you're doing the networking, and people are noticing you and they want to work with you. It says a lot because there's a lot of people who do music.
Yeah.
So when you were single, did you ever have people messaging you that like wanted to take you out on a date?
Oh, I mean, yeah, all the time. I really haven't been single in years. I kind of coincidentally, I went from relationship to relationship. It just ended up being that way. So I never really had the time to get that. But definitely when I was single, I had people, hitting me up and doing whatever. I'm very, I don't know, I like being a caretaker. I like being in a relationship and like all that stuff.
Can you give us like the creepiest like DM you've got, or like just a weird like
I have this guy that has been in my DMs for a while and knows I'm in a relationship, and he means well, super sweet, but he sends me videos and voice memos all the time. And he goes, there she is, the beautiful, the talented, but he can never say my name because nobody can pronounce Calliope. But he rambles on and on. He's like, you're beautiful. And when I come to your show, we're going to lock eyes and have a moment. And I'm like, I don't know you two. Like, we gotta chill a little. Like, if you want to come out, I won't say no, but we're not having that moment. But he's very persistent. But he means well, but I definitely don't play into that.
I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah. He's a fun guy though.
Have you used Tinder at all?
No.
Like, not at all?
No.
So you're meeting people face to face?
Yeah. My girlfriend I actually met in high school. I met her maybe when I was in ninth grade, and then, you know, we had a little thing. I wasn't fully out when I was in high school because I was still, you know, trying to come to terms with everything and whatever. So she was actually my first like girl crush. And then, you know, I played, you know, played her into it a little bit. And then I was like, this isn't really, you know, working for me. So we went our separate ways, dated different people, grew. And then I was like 18 or 19 and we kind of like reconnected, you know, had our experiences, and we've been together for 4 years ever since.
Nice. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely loving it.
In this interview, we're getting to know you as an artist and as a person. So I like
Yeah,
the energy.
absolutely. I feel like people don't, because I'm very shy and very like in my shell. I put myself out there, but I don't really give people access to me. So, you know, it's good that, you know, I'm opening up a little and giving people, you know, that insider scoop of who I am a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what this is all about. Because it's like
Yeah.
you have a decent following. A lot of people support you, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, they want to get to know you more. And sometimes a post on Instagram, they really don't get to dive deep. So this is exactly why. But I'm gonna jump back into the music though. So I've seen you performing at Amityville Music Hall, and I saw you singing "That's What You Get" by Paramore.
Yes, that is like my anthem. I close almost every show with that song just to really, I like to end with it in a bang, and then it gets them hyped for the next act because I want them, you know, I want that energy to transfer for every act throughout the whole night. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's really one to like get them going.
yeah, that's funny you say that because I was gonna say I don't care if you're a guy, a girl, I don't care if you're a 30-year-old man. If you telling me "That's What You Get" by Paramore, you don't like that song, you are a liar.
Yeah, yeah. And then people are like, I don't really know. Like, no, you're lying. Like, you had to have heard it at least once.
Yeah, like definitely. I don't care who you are, you like that song.
Yeah,
And
facts.
and another thing too, I've seen you perform at the Stereo Garden. Like you're playing a lot of shows, and I
That
see.
was actually, can I talk about that for a second? The
Yeah, yeah.
Stereo Garden experience was kind of crazy for me because I don't know if you know them. I opened for the 90s boy band O Town. Do you
Not
know them?
not familiar.
Yeah, they're like before us, bro. Like my mom listened to them. Really cool though, very like Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block vibe. And I got a message from a promoter, and they were like, "We have this spot that we can give you. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like Stereo Garden, like that used to be the old Emporium. Like I know the Emporium. So I went there, and I was the only girl. I was the only girl out there. It was like all of these like heartbroken like Backstreet Boys like singing, and I'm like up there singing Paramore. But I opened the show, and everyone was fucking hyped. So I got them hyped for, you know, everyone else, which was really cool.
That's really cool, like being the only girl, because it makes you stand out even before you even do the music. So people are already
Yeah.
looking, you know? One thing I noticed with your performances, I feel like when you step up on the stage, you have a lot of confidence to me. Do you suffer with stage fright at all, or nervousness?
Nervousness, definitely. My biggest problem is like interacting with the crowd a little bit, like transitioning in between songs. Like when I played at a small bar the other night called Rams in Holbrook. Um, very small space. It was actually an old house that was turned into a bar, but you know, I'm taking any space and bringing like my heads with me. And I was talking to all of them, and I was like, "How's everyone doing tonight? Like, we having a good time?" Crickets. But like, you still gotta like play that up, and you gotta keep moving. And I was a musical theater major in college, so I have like all the stage presence and how to do it. But it doesn't make it any easier when no one's like interacting back with you, you know?
Yeah, it definitely in New York, it's so tough to win over a crowd, even if you have talent.
Yeah, you got to be like doing a headstand or like something, you know? The thing that I like the most is like, you know, the adrenaline I get before getting on stage, the nerves and all of that. And then once I'm on stage, it's like I'm singing, I'm doing my thing. I know that I got it. So it's just, I let, you know, the music speak for me always. I can't talk, so I sing.
You have any advice for like an artist that might be nervous to get up on stage?
I do. The way I handle my stage fright when I'm really nervous, like Stereo Garden was the biggest crowd I ever played for. It was a small crowd compared to O Town and like whatever, but for me, I was like freaking. I cried after I got off stage because it was so surreal. But what you do, I learned this in acting school. If you don't want to make eye contact with the audience or anyone, just look. You know how they have like little exit signs like on top of the doors and like the emergency exits. Like look at that. Look at the clock. So you still are looking out at the crowd, but you're not looking at the people. you're focusing on that one point and like sing to that, sing to a tree, sing to, something.
That's a really good tip.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing forever. I've been performing since I was 14 or 15, and I've done that my whole life.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Somebody told me don't look into people's eyes, look at their foreheads.
Yeah, that too. The
Mm-hmm.
underwear thing doesn't work for me. Imagine people in their underwear. That's not a thing.
That might be a little distracting.
Yeah.
Picturing the whole crowd in their underwear. That's kind of weird. I don't know who made up that
Catchphrase.
That person was a weirdo. But
yeah, facts.
but anyway, I was looking at your Instagram and you have a caption. It says normal people scare me.
Yes.
Why'd you write that?
American Horror Story. Do you know or watch American Horror Story?
I know of it. I don't
the first season overall was the best season, but that caption stood out to me because normal people do scare me. Like, why are you so calm? Why are you so, like, everybody's got a story, so like, don't be ashamed of that. Live your truth, live your life. Like, nobody is normal, so if you're saying you're normal, you're lying. Everyone's got something to them, you know what I mean?
Is there a type of music you listen to that people wouldn't expect? Like, you like gangster rap or screamo or something like that?
Love screamo, like Sleeping with Sirens. I'm not a fan of country, but like I could definitely listen to country. Like I love a good like Sam Hunt or like whatever. I can listen to it every once in a while.
Anything else?
I don't think so. I pretty much listen to everything. I'm not very big into rap, but I appreciate the genre, I'm into a lot of R&B, so that, transitions into rap, and when you collab with like a rap artist and an R&B song. So I definitely appreciate all types of genres.
Are you gonna do that soon? Like, do you want to collab with like a local rapper? Like you and Nick Moody make a track?
Yes.
Is that coming?
Maybe.
Come on.
All I can say is maybe just keep your eyes out for a Calliope and Nick Moody thing happening sometime soon.
All right, everyone tunes in. Be on the lookout for that because Nick Moody's you're fire. Nick Moody's fire. So
Nick Moody is a fucking legend. I just saw him and Bluff live at Anger Tavern this weekend, and they fucking killed it. Their energy is unmatched.
Yeah, freaking Nick Moody, man, he's got something special. Did you see his work chart last year of like everything?
He's got everything so planned out like that. That is amazing. That is key for an artist to plan everything out like that.
You have a song called Stories.
I do.
And there's a quote in it. I know it seems we fit together perfectly, but I've outgrown you permanently.
Yes.
What's the story with that?
Basically, Stories is just about trying to, come to terms with that the relationship is over. Like, you're trying to keep writing this story, but like your pen's out of ink. Like there's nothing left to say. So, you can be so good together with a person. You can think that like it's going so well, but the reality of it is like, you're not, like, it's not as good as you're making it out to be, So that's really where the line came from, just like outgrowing that toxicity, and coming to terms with it.
Yeah, it's a really relatable topic, and when I was looking at that line, I was like, damn, that's sad, but it's like it definitely happens.
Yeah. I try to connect with people through my music. That's why I like making music, because it's not only me speaking about my personal experiences, but somebody else can hear that and, relate to that. Like I do that with so many people that I listen to. That's what music is. It speaks for you when you can,
That was deep.
Yeah.
That was really deep. But it's true. It's like we all, like as people, we really do all go through the same things to some degree, to some level of it. Calliope is an interesting name. How'd you come up with that?
Calliope, well, I always loved the name Calliope. I used to watch Grey's Anatomy, and there was a surgeon on there. Her name was Callie, and her real name was Calliope. So that always stuck with me. So then when I got older, I was trying to, look into stage names. I came with Chaotic, and I was like, what else can we add to chaotic? Like, can she have a last name? Can she, you know, whatever? I wanted my stage name and like my stage personality to be like my alter ego. But then once I realized that wasn't working, I was like, I need something that like defines me. So I looked into Calliope, and she was a Greek goddess in like Greek mythology, like all of that stuff. And she was actually the goddess of music and song. So I was like, that's perfect. Like you know, she is me. So I did more research into her, and yeah, she just, you know, she was a goddess of music and song. So I was like, I can vibe with that. She was very independent. She was like the one of the 5 sisters. She was the oldest. I'm the oldest in my family. I was like, I relate to this bitch. So like we're gonna vibe together, you know?
Before we wrap things up, just let everybody know where they could follow you and listen to the music and all that stuff.
Yeah, my it's backwards on here, but it is Calliope X Music on literally everything. Calliope Music on Facebook. And I have 2 songs out on Spotify if you guys want to go check that out.
Thank you again. This was really fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude. I hope you have a good day.
Thanks. You too.
All right, bye-bye.